Hi, welcome. How is the right side of the void over there?
Welcome, like this is your house?
Welcome to my void. You're very poised. Almost awkwardly.
I'm ready.
When did we first meet? Do you remember when we actually first met?
Yeah,
Because we didn't have any scenes together, obviously, in that film, The Social Network.
you and Jesse were so busy on that movie, and I was obviously in for 4 seconds. And I remember sitting down with you guys when you were having lunch one day, and you asked me loads of questions.
Did
and
I?
you were really nice.
Was I?
Yeah.
Everything is
And Jesse
shifted.
didn't acknowledge me. He was
In some
probably
way.
in character.
He was probably overwhelmed by
My beauty.
By your beauty, yes.
Yeah.
I was your only friend. Yet one friend. But then I remember seeing you at a party, I think it was at the Oscars or something. You were just so lovely and energetic and kind of excited to connect. I think that's the first time we...
Wow, I didn't remember that. I
Right.
can't believe you remember that.
Yeah. I was sober. There's no insinuation.
Feels like there was.
There's no implication that I'm making.
That was when like Mark Townsend, who's here and does my hair, used to put pieces of hair in my hair, you know, to make it look full.
Right.
And at those parties, I'd probably get a little drunk and then just like take them out and put them in people's pockets, like men's jacket pockets, because they're so annoying and it just like find a place to put them.
But why men's jackets pockets?
Because they're so available.
Oh, okay, rather than like doing some
The
weird
floor.
kind of thing of like, I'm gonna get him in trouble with his
No.
lady friend later.
No.
Whose hair is this?
No, it would be like, can you hold this for me? I'll get it later, and then I'd forget.
Okay, so people would wake up with your non-hair.
My fake hair.
Your fake hair in their pockets?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Am I right in thinking that Social Network was your first film?
Yes.
That's crazy. Did you come in nervous or did you come in kind of just open? What was
No,
it?
I was so nervous. You know, like before you shoot anything, I like don't sleep, and you kind of like that hollow, nervous, shaky feeling.
Yeah.
It was the best.
So funny, so this is a weird story. I probably shouldn't say this.
Say it.
I was accidentally brought into Justin Timberlake of stage screen and pop star fame. I was brought into his trailer accidentally, and I was like, this isn't my trailer. And I saw some of his homework, like a board with like cue cards and like some of his like
Oh no.
internal choices
no.
and substitutions and like.
And you were like, oh no, I should leave, but you didn't. You read all of it.
I was like, oh, I must leave, and as I leave, I must let my eyes linger for as long as possible as I leave, because I mean, of course, because it's like, it's just there, and thank God it wasn't anything bad. It was only kind of
That
cool.
is fucked up.
I know I'm a really bad person, actually, in retrospect.
I can't believe you did that.
There was one thing I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, what an amazing moment that I get to like, because I admire Justin so much, and like as a pop star and as like a musician and a dancer and just like a creative person. I'm just so fascinated by all actors' processes.
Normal and human.
And it was, thank you. Oh, I've gone on a roller coaster. You just took me on. You shamed me, and then you were excited for me, and then you've accepted my humanity.
I'm a woman.
Yeah, you are. Just realized something in real time. Did you realize it at the same time?
I think maybe I did.
Is it that we both
Worked with people who are
directing us?
and are also performers. That's so
Creepy.
weird.
Spooky.
So weird.
Yeah, but that's right. Because
Yeah.
of Maggie Gyllenhaal and Lin-Manuel.
Miranda.
Thank you.
That's his name.
I had a year to learn how to sing
Oh, that
and
is
to learn
cool.
piano and to, get the choreography down and to study John, to really get into, immerse myself in this amazing man. The amount of people that want to keep his spirit alive enabled us to get all of the information and all of the subjective experiences that people had with him. And it was, I love that. Have you done that before? Have you played someone real that has, what was that?
I did a film called Our Friend, and I played a woman who lived in this really small town in Alabama, and we shot the movie in the town, and everyone knew her, and like every single shop owner and restaurant, and they'd say she sat here, and she would order this.
She was a special woman.
Yeah, she was just like a sparkle. We were all messed up. You saw us. There's something about Maggie, who is like a real truth-seeking actor and now a real truth-seeking director who knows what it feels like to be an actor acting, especially a woman, especially like on a beach in a bathing suit and, you know, doing like dark things and thinking and feeling dark things. She created a really safe place. That's not something that can be artificial. It comes from like being genuinely loved and genuinely seen by your director, which I think is so rare.
And that comes from genuine experience as well, like proper bone deep empathy and care, which is the greatest gift. Gosh, I want to work with her.
You should.
Yeah, and same with Lynn.
I don't think he'll ever want to work with me.
Why do you say that?
I get really nervous singing in front of people.
I was the same, but like, you just start peeling the onion and you get through it.
You're like, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to peel the onion.
I don't want to be an onion.
This is the life, bo 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 bo. This is the life, bo 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 bo. This is the life, bo 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 bo. Like, this is a maybe more personal question, but like how you have to have such good boundaries in your life and with an audience in order to carry on being naked on screen, whether it's literal or otherwise. Like that is such a, and I know it's something that I think about all the time to keep myself sacred, to keep my life sacred, so that I can feel free to go and carry on giving myself to my work.
Well, it takes a lot to be private now, like so much effort every day.
Yeah.
You don't do certain things or go certain places.
Someone say, hey, are you the guy from the thing? I'm like, no, I look like him. And then we can have an actual conversation. But then sometimes I'm very just like, yeah, I am, and I'm gonna disappoint you now. You know what I mean?
Why do you feel like you would disappoint them?
Well, because I think about me and Tom Hanks.
Right, me too. I think about you.
You think about me and Tom Hanks
all the time.
But it's the thing of like, I know that Tom Hanks is just a person, but to me, he is my
ultimate hero.
Yeah.
Have you ever met him?
I have. And he didn't disappoint.
No, he doesn't.
But quite the contrary, I would. Like, not in a bad, not in like a self-flagellating way. It's more just like I give myself permission to be ordinary, to be a person, to.
But don't you think that would make people feel that you're more grounded and more of a human than? Like...
A lot of the time, it does do that. If someone's open to me being a person, we have a lovely conversation. But then there are some people that don't want that. They want
you to start climbing up the walls.
They want the Mickey Mouse. They want the kind of that. Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever feel bad when you lie to someone that you're not who you are?
Never.
Never. You don't ever feel guilty being like, oh, I should have just said, yeah, that's who I am.
No, never. If someone's like, hey, are you Andrew Garfield? And I can tell by the way, the energy with which they're asking.
That they care?
If I am the Andrew Garfield that they're looking for, or if they're actually asking if I'm me. Does that make sense? Like, I'm me.
Yeah.
And then there's this thing, Andrew Garfield, that people can get agitated about or kind of like excited about. And if they're asking in that way, I'm like, no, I'm not that. So actually, I don't feel like I'm lying.
Yeah.
But if someone comes up to me and I can feel that they're just going to ask me about something I've done or like say thank you for a film that they liked, if it's like, hey, you Andrew Garfield? I'll be like, yes. And then they'll be like, hey, I liked that gate. As if I was a blacksmith in the village, and it's like, hey, are you the blacksmith? If it's that energy, I'm like, yeah, I'm the blacksmith. And then they're like, hey, I really liked that gate that you made on the edge of town. It's got a nice hinge, doesn't squeak.
Yeah.
It's good upkeep.
Great gate.
Thank you for that gate. I'm like, that's made my day because I put a lot of work into that gate and I like it too. So thanks, man. Do you ever lie and say, no, I'm not Andrew Garfield?
No, usually I say, yes, I am Andrew Garfield.
And then you get
they're like, wow.
People like get very angry.
Do you ever get the people that go like, hey.
Where do I know you from?
What do I know you from? And you're like, I don't know.
Here's my CV.
Well, what have you been in? And you're like, what am I gonna pull up my IMDb page, like list movies I've done so that you can feel better?
It's so interesting. People are so interesting.
I think we did okay.
You feel okay about it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Bye. Okay.